20 years ago when I started doing laser vision correction, there was a big gap between centers because the surgeon's skill and their abilities mattered. So people went and found the better surgeons that knew what they were doing, that were better at what they were doing. And then there were the discount places that gave you the discounts, and they weren't quite as good. And then as technology changed and got better, the machines made it easier for maybe not the best surgeons, the best places to do a really good job. Now that's changed. There is so much more involved in what we have to do in the new technologies that there's now a huge gap. In fact, I spend more time processing on a computer for your procedure and planning your surgery on a computer than I do actually doing your procedure. And so that level of knowledge, that level of understanding, that level of planning is completely different than what we had before. And it takes a lot more time. So when you see these centers saying, oh, $250 an eye, no one could ever do it for $250 an eye. They're very frustrating for me because, very frankly, it's a lie. You can't. You can't do it for that cheap. It's physically impossible because not only do you have to have the laser, you have to pay the laser company for every procedure that's done. That means it's physically impossible to do that. I don't like deceiving people. You learn in life, you take care of people and respect them, they respect you. That's what we do here. And so when you see these centers offering these cheap prices, it's just a joke and a waste of time, and it shows the ethics. And I'll say it to any doctor that does this, I disagree with this. Very frankly, we have to give you the right information. And to do the best procedures, it costs money. Don't be fooled. Don't be deceived. And what happens is, not only does it cost money to do this, but the training that it takes now to do these more advanced procedures is completely different. It's no longer plug and play. The surgeon matters. Not just doing the surgery, but planning everything, finding the data, understanding it, and utilizing the tools. And the training makes a big difference. At this time, this center here is probably the most experienced in the United States for doing topographic guided ablation. The new procedures in Contura. We probably have done more repairs than almost anyone else in the United States. We've probably done more eyes with corrections to make them better than normal than anywhere else in the United States. So there is a big difference between centers today. We've published 8 papers, 8 peer-reviewed papers just in the last 2 years, and more coming. There's a big difference between centers. There's a big difference between how centers respect you and how surgeons respect you and how they actually do your procedure. Don't be fooled. Get the right procedure for you and get the best vision you can.